Good morning everyone. I am CH Priyanka studying BSc MPC first year in TSWRDC Jaitirgutta. Now I am explaining the topic motion of a rocket. Rocket depends on Newton's third law of motion. What is Newton's third law means? For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. This is called Newton's third law of motion. Rocket consists of fuel tank and combustion chamber. In fuel tank the reaction will take place. What is that reaction means? The reaction consists of liquid hydrogen and oxygen, and they are stored in separate chamber. In combustion chamber the burning process will take place. When the fuel is burning inside the chamber, the pressure will increase. When the pressure increases, the hot gases will come out like this, and the rocket moves in opposite direction of escaping of hot gases. Now we take mass and velocity of the rocket m and v at a given time t. After a small interval of time dt, a small amount of mass dm will comes out in the form of hot gases from the rocket. Then the relative velocity of the rocket is v minus u. Now the rate of change of momentum of hot gases is equal to rate of change of mass of rocket into relative velocity. That is, force acting on hot gases is equal to dm by dt into v minus u. This is taken as equation number 1. As I said, rocket depends on Newton's third law of motion. We take there is an equal force acts on the rocket which tending to move the rocket in upward direction. That is called thrust acting on the rocket. Here, thrust acting on the rocket is equal to dm by dt into v minus u. This is taken as equation number 2. The external force will act on the rocket, that is gravitational force. When the external force act means when the rocket moves in gravitational field, the external force mg will act on the rocket. The external force acts on the rocket is equal to dm by dt into v minus u minus mg. This is taken as equation number 3. According to Newton's second law of motion, F external is equal to dp by dt is equal to d by dt of m into v. This is in the form of d by dx of u into v. Now we write this in the form of v. m into dv by dt plus v into dm by dt. This is taken as equation number 4. From equation 3 and 4, the left side of the equations are equal and right side also can be equated. Means m into dv by dt plus v into dm by dt is equals to v into dm by dt minus u into dm by dt minus mg. Here v into dm by dt will cancel. Remaining equation means m into dv by dt is equals to minus u into dm by dt minus mg. Here d taken as LCM. The remaining equation is m into dv is equals to minus u into dm minus mg into dt. Here m can be goes to right side, means this can be divided. dv is equals to minus u by m into dt minus mg by m into dt. Here mm get cancelled. The remaining equation is dv is equals to minus u by m into dm minus g by dt. This equation can be integrating with corresponding limits. Means v naught tends to v and m naught tends to m and 0 tends to t. Integration of dv v naught to v is equal to minus u integration 1 by m dm m naught to m minus g into integration dt 0 to t. Next, integration of dx is equal to x. Here integration of dv means v is equal to minus u into integration of 1 by x means log x. Here minus u into log m to the base e m naught to m minus g of t into 0 to t. Here v minus v naught is equal to minus u log m to the base e minus log m naught to the base e minus g of t. This is taken as equation number 5. This gives the instantaneous velocity of the rocket. Here now, when the gravitational force of the rocket is ignored, means g is equal to 0. From equation number 5, when the gravitational force is ignored, the remaining equation is v is equal to v naught plus u into log m naught by m to the base e. This is taken as equation number 6. Now in case 2, in the above case, V naught means initial velocity is taken as 0 The remaining equation we get is v is equals to u into log of m naught by m to the base v. This gives the velocity of the rocket. Thank you one and all for giving me this opportunity.